Hello everybody, thanks for clicking on this short video. This is part 19 in my ongoing series about unpopular philodendrons. And the plant you see might try to fool you that it's a hoya, but it's not. It's the philodendron Linnaei 3. So let's talk a little bit about this plant. Now, I call this plant unpopular because on the one hand there is very little information available about its care, and on the other hand it's not readily available, meaning that if you want it you will probably have to order it online and have it shipped to you internationally. Now, the good news here is that in my experience this plant ships perfectly, no doubt because of the thick and leathery leaves that it has. I will now quickly show you a picture of the plant on the day it arrived at my place, which was in March 2021. As you can see, it came with 4 leaves and I paid $22 for this plant. Now, I have to add that the price for this plant has gone up since then, and now I think you will pay more or less $35 for it. Now, in the 1 year and a half that this plant has been under my care, and now that I think of it, this plant was the very first plant ever that I ordered from Ecuagenera. But anyway, you can see that this plant has dramatically changed. It has sprouted many more leaves after the 4 leaves that it came with, and today it is actually thriving. Now, this plant is called Linnaei 3, and to me the main difference with the original Linnaei is that the original plant grows in a rosette or bird's nest form, whereas this Linnaei 3 is definitely a climber. Now, the reason why this plant looks a bit like a hoya is because I didn't help the plant enough to give it a moss ball to climb onto, so it decided to grow in this circular pattern that you can see, and it actually doesn't seem to mind at all. Now, because of this weird growing pattern, I could actually easily propagate this plant by taking 1-leaf stem cuttings, since it has the typical philodendron miniature aerial roots in between each pair of leaves. I could also give it a moss ball still, but the plant then would be over a meter tall. I would risk to snap the stem by doing this, and overall I actually quite like the way this plant looks at the moment. It's compact and doesn't take up a lot of space. Now, for the care of this plant, this is one of the easiest philodendrons in my experience. Here you can see where it's living in my space. It's quite close to an east-facing window where it gets some direct morning sunlight, and it seems to appreciate that. For watering, I let this plant dry out 100% before watering it, and that seems to be what the plant likes. For humidity, I do nothing special actually for this philodendron, so I would say average living room conditions will do just fine. So overall, this is a very easy and fast climbing philodendron. Just make sure you give it a moss ball on time. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. For now, I wish you a good day. Bye bye.